Well, I just got back from using my favorite toothpaste, this neem toothpaste from TheraNeem, and my toothbrush that needs replacing, and also washing my face with this another men's product. This is the Makiage Black Exfoliating Face Wash and Scrub with vitamin E. That's important for protecting your face. It says it gently cleanses and removes dirt and dead skin and contains vitamin E to help keep your skin looking healthy. I hope that's been achieved by this product. So last time we had a bit of a struggle with the makeup and this particular concealer in 101 that got away from us, so we're a little scared. And then we also got in the mail a package from our friends at Makiage. They changed their packaging that used to come in a black box, and now it's a, you know, regular cardboard color box. But this is the Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Face, flawless. This is the Makiage Flawless Base Foundation. Woke Up Like This. It says it's the most reviewed foundation on the internet, or the most reviewed foundation online. So we got a great new package in the mail. This is from our friends at Makiage, a German company. And this is the Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation Fond de Teint. It's 1 flow ounce of product. And the promise is that, you know, you can try it and see if the color suits you. And so we're going to get into this today as a final step after we attempt some contouring and highlighting. I'm excited. You know, I like any product that purports to be my color, because most products are not my color. So the inside of the box says something clever. It says, sorry, I don't speak low maintenance. So we'll see. Yeah, no, this is very, very exciting. And this is the color, looks like 850. This is the color 050. This is the color 050, Woke Up Like This. Okay, great. And, you know, they have a very generous self-service exchange and return process where you simply download and print a prepaid shopping label, and that's the promise, that you can always try until you are satisfied. So let's see what we've got here, and then we can get outside and deal with, sorry, Mr. Marigold. So I did find my silicone sponges. Now these don't absorb any product, but they may be helpful for moving things around. I have been watching some folks that are doing their, I guess they're doing their contour with a dark shade, then they're doing their foundation, and then they're putting on some concealer to highlight and, you know, lighten any dark areas. So let's maybe try getting into that today. Let's go back to our round oval brush and see if we can get into this. You know, hopefully doing a good job. Instead of putting it on my hands, I'm going to try to put some in this dish so that we're not ever in the position of having to have way too much on the applicator. We'll see how this works out, but you know, we know kind of what we're going for. This is a very, you know, a very saturated shade. This is Truffle from our friends at LA Girl Pro Conceal. So let's do it. So around the perimeter of the face, drawing the first shape in a 3 shape, hugging the cheekbone maybe aiming a little bit down, hugging the jawline, getting rid of any double chin action, hugging the cheekbone, make it symmetrical with the other side. Then, using a very, very tippy end of the brush, dot down the nose to create a line and take it from Mr. Eyebrow down to the tip. Now, I've been hearing people talk about drawing essentially a line across and drawing a bit of a diamond shape on the nose, and then from the underneath, kind of darkening underneath here, creating some shadows on the nostrils themselves. It's supposed to essentially flip the nose up. I did see, I took a picture of it. This woman who drew lines going away from her mouth. Now that makes me incredibly nervous. I don't know what a shadow here or here might mean, and I don't want to mess things up. So I don't know what a dark upper lip would give me besides a mustache. We have a lot more product in the dish, but I'm glad that we were conservative. Maybe let's build our fake beard on our neck, you know, see what that gives us. Maybe a little more intensity here on the jaw. But, you know, this looks like a process that will give us a smaller, a smaller face. I feel like that's part of the theory of drag makeup, to give you a smaller face. Now, let's get into one of these sponges that they're silicone, so they're flexible. They seem to be a gel inside. This one has pink glitter inside, so you know that's very feminine. So let's see if we can smear this in on the nose. We're not trying to mess it up. We're trying to follow our lines and create this diamond shape. See if that gives us any level of satisfaction, and see if we can build a structure a little bit across the nose that will, oh dear, now I look like a dog. Am I a dog or a bear? Anyway, and this is what makeup does. It creates a lot of drama. Is it good drama? Is it, oh man, is it risky drama? Well, you know, once again, we know that if things go terrible wrong, they say blend your highlight, not your highlight, they say blend your contour up, and now we have a very broad brown line across our cheeks. Do I look sculpted or do I look crazy? And then here, you know, it couldn't have possibly be a darker color, but that's how you know the contour is really contouring, right? None of this timid, it kind of looks like you have on makeup, but then once you blend it all together, you're kind of back to your comfort zone. You're back to looking the way you used to look before, which tends to be the way that I do my makeup. I'm like, I want to have makeup on, but I don't want to go too crazy, right? But I don't know if that delivers the makeup effect that is required in these internet online streets, right? People are looking for impact and results. You don't want to spend all your time and money doing this makeup and then have it look basically like a powdered version of yourself, right? If it's just going to look the same, what's the point, right? It's like, you know, on a certain level, you don't necessarily want to have to get into, you know, false eyelashes, but you see how much money and times people are spending on not only false eyelashes, but on, you know, eyelash extensions and all that. And maybe the point is that we're not really in the game unless we are kind of doing a more extreme, noticeable, and stylized makeup, right? Now, is this making my nose look smaller? Is it giving me, as I said before, a brown nose? Is this like a crisis? But I think we've done our best to kind of like blend it in, make it look blended, make it look like a shape, make it look like a cheekbone shadow, right? Cheekbone shadow, chin shadow, erase that double chin, smear it on. It certainly is on. And then from here, you know, you take it into the hairline, shrink down your forehead so you have a little tiny face, right? So this is sponge 1. We did not use a brush, we used a sponge. Now, this is where we're going to get into it with this here foundation. Now, will Mr. Foundation go over and marry into this contour in a way that makes us look snatched? That is, you know, that's the transformation I see when I look at the internet. When I look at makeup tutorials, I see a lot of people, you know, and it's so persuasive. It just looks incredible. Now, some people would say, put this on your hand. I don't want to do that. I might have to change into different clothes. Now, is this a twisty top? Is it a pump? Oh, it's a doe foot. A doe foot. Look at that. What? How's this color looking? Looks kind of yellow to me. That sounds about right. So I think I'm going to take some of this and put it in my little dish. I don't know how much I should use, but you know, let's get enough in there. We're going to have to cover up all these brown smears on my face. And maybe let's use the other end of this pink silicone guy so that we're not absorbing any of the foundation, but we are able to apply it. Now, we do have our wet beauty sponge at the ready, and we're getting into this Il Makiage, something serious. Here we go. Is Il Makiage going to save the day? That is the question. So let's dip it in our foundation and, you know, I guess put it in these areas first and try to work it in and work it across, right? We're trying not to lift up what we've done. We're trying to restore human color. Human color, friends. You know, we want to go over the darker areas. We want to give it the college try. We want it to deliver for us. We want it to give us the color that we're after, but we also want to have enough of our contours show through that we're, you know, in the makeup game. We're not over here being too shy and too scared to really get in there and give it a good work over. Give it a good, you know, like a good representation of, you see people dripping foundation all over their face on, you know, different social media sites. You see people just going to town, and it looks really scary to me because I don't wear makeup like that hard and that intense. But, you know, today, let's be generous. Let's put a lot from this doe foot into our dish. Let's try not to mess up the bottle, but you know, what are we saving it for? There's no reason to save it. We're trying to build a look. We're trying to build a structure. We're trying to restore and enhance. We're trying to get color that looks like us, but better. That takes us from the timid, oh, let me put some powder on and some pink blush place, into the, oh, my nose is so snatched. Oh, I have a smaller nose. I have a different nose. I have a nose that, you know, I have the nose of my dreams, but without surgery, right? A lot of the theory here is to take our regular nose, draw some lines, build some structure, so that then, I don't want to cover up my eyebrows though, so that then we're in a place of glorious contouredness, and that place enhances our looks, right? Last time we used some very white concealer on a no color face. We used some very, I would say medium colored contour, and that did not leave us in a great place. But we were able to cover it up with powder and kind of, you know, make it work. Now, Mr. Silicone Sponge has certainly allowed us to pile this foundation onto our face. It's on there, right? Is our contour there? Is our contour obscured? Have we used too much foundation to cover up our contour? We got a little bit on our lips, but it's okay. This is the process, right? We've seen it a million times. We've seen people do what they do. Now, if we look at our ear seems to be a little bit more golden than this foundation. So is the foundation too pale? No worries, because we can always return it. But we've certainly put it on. We can't deny that we have applied the living daylights out of this foundation. Now, it's got good texture, it's got good color, but we've also been spending some time in the sun since we ordered it. We're using this non-absorbent silicone sponge basically to spoon it onto our face. It has been spooned on. We are rubbing it in. We're rubbing it over the contour. We're using some pressure. We're really pressing it in, getting it in there. It's in there. It's got a very nice skin-like finish. I don't hate it, but I am wondering, is this a step that allows our contour to show through? Does the contour show through, and does it show through enough? That's the question, right? But the finish is nice. I don't hate the color. It seems like closer to the inside of my arm than the outside of my arm, but you know, we're not done yet. We got a bit of it on our lips. It's got a good finish. It doesn't dry down too fast. It gives you a nice look under the eye. Did it cancel out our contour? That is the question. Do we even need highlighter under the eyes? I don't feel like I'm seeing dark circles under my eyes, but you know, let's just use the last little bit. Where could we possibly put it? But you know, I've used a generous amount, and I've really spooned it on there. I really have. I've made the makeup a part of my face. I'm not unhappy with the texture and the color. I don't normally wear quite this much of it, but you know, I'm satisfied that I have done the job that foundation does. Now we do have a wet beauty sponge. Let's see if we can take it off of our lips. You know, just clean up the edges of that. I don't feel like we've over applied it, right? With the butt end of this silicone sponge. You know, we've taken it into the hairline. I don't feel like it looks unappealing. It definitely looks like we're made up, right? maybe the point is that this level of makeup requires, you know, a similar level of next steps. Now, should we gamble and not put on concealer under the eye and all that just to let this color live? Let's try it. Now, with this beauty blender, we're just gonna tap over the entirety of the face. Now, I heard some people talking and saying that, you know, beauty blenders bouncing along your face might damage the collagen in your face. I don't know. That sounds a little extreme. I don't think anyone's really sitting here trying to injure themselves or whatever. You just want to get that skin-like finish that people say that the beauty sponge can provide. Different than a silicone sponge, different than a brush, you know. But again, here in the Sky Cabana, this is looking not bad at all. Here in the Sky Cabana, we live for this. The little makeup game, the trying new things. This certainly did come in the mail. I think I look kind of flawless. I look moist. It's not super dry looking. It's not. Now the question is my contour? And there was a lot of contour on there. You can't deny it. I contoured my face like crazy today, and I did not use a small amount of foundation. And I think it looks pretty good. Under the eye, on the lid, you know. I mean, should we go completely ham and do lip liner and all that stuff? But I'm kind of digging it. I mean, it's me, neck color, chest color. You know, I drive and I do things with my hands, so I kind of like it. Anyway, let's see. Let's get into let's do some sort of eyeliner and then a lip color. We also have a contouring palette from our friends at Wet n Wild. A brush, my kingdom for a brush. What brush can we use? Here's another tapered brush. This one is from our friends at Elf. So let's see if we can use the conceal. Well, there's a contouring palette. This is in the combination called Caramel Toffee. This is a well-reviewed product. It has a guide for how you contour that very much follows the same shape that we used on our initial contour with the LA Girl. Let's see if we can, you know, use this caramel side and this tapered brush. Makeup guru. Gotta do that. And see if we can go over our contour places, right? Tip of the ear, bottom of the ear, tip of the ear, bottom of the ear. Follow your bone structure. Let's go in again. From the tip of the ear to the middle of the ear. Tip of the ear, middle of the ear. Swirl in that product. Don't go crazy, but try to build. Build. Tip of the ear, middle of the ear. Tip of the ear, middle of the ear. And let's do the other side. From the tip of the ear to the middle of the ear. This is not my favorite brush. It's a little abrasive. I mean, we can take it, but, you know, in a world of brushes, and especially with all these, you know, beauty gurus getting in trouble, mark my words, there's going to be a few more discounted palettes and brushes available on the internet, either on the beauty sites themselves or for resale on Poshmark, etc. So we put a little caramel toffee, is that what it is? Caramel toffee contour. It's not too extreme. Is it making us look snatched? Did we put it in the right place? Not too low. Not too low. Hugging that cheekbone. Hugging that cheekbone. Let's reinforce that contour, that forehead contour that we had drawn on super dark. What's nice about this combination of products is it really does not, in the mirror, it really does have a skin-like finish, and it doesn't look as heavy as what the application was. It, you know, so again, we're hugging the hairline, right? We're just reinforcing what we had put there when we contoured initially, and again, under the jawline. Just kissing the top of that jawline and then going down the neck, getting rid of any double chin. Now is the risky part. We take tip of this brush, run it along where we contoured Mr. Nose, just a whisper of reinforcement, right? We'll just whisper under the tip, pinch the brush, pinch it, give us a little line across the nose, pinched, pinch, pinch. Does my nose look smaller? Does it? Anyway, contour palette, and we haven't even powdered, and I don't even know if we need powder. That's the crazy part. Now, we have a couple of pink Wet n Wild balm stains. We have one that's more normal color and one that's more candy colored. I kind of want to hurry up and get on outside. We have a NYX Illuminator. This is called Ritualistic. It's an illuminator. Does that mean it's a frightening highlighter? Ooh, I'm afraid. I don't want to get into any of that. Now, we do have Blake's pink that we used the other day. We have some exciting nude from Eva, which is a beautiful nude, by the way. Where can I find lip liner? Where, oh where? Is this going to save the day and be a lip liner for us? This is L'Oreal Infallible. In brown. Oh dear. Okay, so let's go with Eva's nude and this brown, and then let's go with some kind of brown. I mean, let's make the colors show today. Let's not be so timid. This is our friends at Essence again, and I think that did a really good job last time. Could probably use a sharpen, but this is Teddy, which is a dupe for the Teddy from MAC that our friend Duchess Meghan Markle, maybe not Duchess anymore, that she likes. So we just, you know, put that right on top of the lash line, pretty thick so it shows. You know, we don't want to be shy when we have this glorious foundation. You know, like, I'm not a big thick foundation person normally because so many formulas can just look like makeup on your skin. It can look like, oh, like you're a try-hard, that you are so desperate to like get other people's approval. It doesn't look cool. It doesn't look better, but I dare say this looks not only made up, but better. And the finish is like, it's like television quality. Like, you look, if you ever see like people on set who are wearing makeup, like it looks like them, but perfected, you know? And then maybe that's what this is, that this foundation from Makiage allows you to not only color match in whatever way you prefer, but, you know, do your contouring and, you know, maybe not even need to highlight, maybe not even need to contour to, you know, get back to looking normal and healthy. And I think that's what any of us want from our makeup. We want to look better. We want to, for the investment of time, you don't want to feel like, oh, I just look the same, or I just made a bunch of mistakes and had to put it back in order. So this is our subtle but present eyeliner look. We didn't even use our round oval brush. So let's see if we can get into it with this. We're gonna do we even have lip gloss? I think we do, but let's see what we can do with this lip liner. You know, I've been experimenting with over drawing the lips. I don't have tiny lips, so I try to just go right on the perimeter. All right, really get your line on there, right? I see people not drawing their Cupid's bow. They'll draw, they'll draw a line across the Cupid's bow, kind of suggesting that it's gonna make their lips look bigger. But I'm like, a normal lip will have the kind of M shape, right? Some people, I didn't do it today, some people are contouring right under the lip. Suggesting that would make it seem like they had bigger lips. Now, I don't know if we should color the lips all the way in. I think pressing the lips together can tell you whether you've got symmetry. Good enough. You can certainly see them, right? There they are, my lips. So any brown lip liner will do. I know I have a brown one from Makiage, but I'm trying to rush to get outside. So this nude color this is a collection exclusive Eva Longoria, Eva's Nude, and it's quite a beautiful color. You know, I think that some of us struggle to find the right nude. Like, you have black makeup lines, you have white makeup lines that have, you know, limited shade ranges for people of color. Then you have people like me that have a yellow skin tone, and you know, you kind of have to hunt around and experiment. But this is the power of nude. A darker lip color, you're not going berry, you're not going red, you're going to a neutral brown. It almost suggests the 90s with the brown lip color, but you're not going dark. You find a nude, put that on top of that lip liner. You can leave it kind of contrasty, or you can really pile that lip color on top of that liner. And it really makes your shape pop. No one's gonna be confused. You are wearing lipstick. You are wearing the hell out of your lipstick. Look how beautiful. Now, the extra people put gloss on top. I don't even know if we need to do that. We're not even wearing blush. And it looks, I look pretty made up. And the skin finish on this foundation, I mean, I have to say I must own about 50 different foundations, many of them the wrong color, all of them the wrong texture, not this texture. Now, should we gamble and use the same brush to put on this scary blush from Friends at Too Faced? Do we need it? I'm kind of enchanted. I don't know. I don't even want to clean the brush off because, again, we're using blush to marry it into a light hand, marry it into that delicious contour. Now, we contoured with a contour palette. We did not contour with a bronzer. Right? High on the cheekbone, top of the ear, middle of the ear. Right? Press it in. Press it in. Maybe get under that eye a little bit. See what that does. Dizam. Maybe a little on the chin. Maybe make it dance a little bit across the nose. Are you made up? It's certainly looking like you are. Maybe take the point of that brush and put it right in the crease, creating a cohesion. A little on the other side, right in that crease. For cohesion. We've got an eyeliner on, and we've got a little bit of blush color in the crease. I think that's plenty. Maybe put a little across the forehead. Maybe I should do my hair for a change. I know you're wondering. Anyway, this has been 40 minutes of craziness. We got to get outside. I don't even know if we have time to change. All right, let's go. This is a makeup look. House of Tanya. I think we're doing something here. This nude is everything. This foundation is kind of everything. What do you think?